Hi, my name is Rocky and I'll be doing a bearing installation on my Lews Laser MG, brought to you by Boca bearings. First, you loosen the side plate screw, remove your side plate and spool, set the spool aside, set the reel aside, remove the locking mechanism with a flathead screwdriver or some sort of a pointy object. Set the locking mechanism aside. Remove the bearing. Put the new bearing in. Grab your locking mechanism. Put it halfway in, take your flathead screwdriver, push it in. Make sure it's all the way in until it clicks. Set your side plate aside. Now for the spool. The bearing's right there. There's a pin right here that has to be removed. I use a pair of regular pliers. Some people use line spool pliers. It's all preference. Line spool pliers are easier. Push it down. Give it a couple little wiggles and it pops out. Set that aside. Remove your old bearing. Take your new bearing. Slide it right on. Take your pin. Push it back through the bigger hole. Sometimes they're a little finicky, but they'll get it down. You have to make sure it's halfway in. This is the hardest part of the installation. Okay, as you can see, it is halfway in on each side. Set your spool aside. Now remove your tension knob. There's a bearing in there and another locking mechanism. Take your flathead screwdriver. Pry the locking mechanism out of the way. This one can be a little tough sometimes. Set the mechanism aside. Pop the bearing out. Take your new bearing. Just place your new bearing in there, like so. Take your locking mechanism. Get it halfway started. Push it in the rest of the way. Whoop. As you can see, sometimes it's a little harder than it looks. That one bounced out. Okay, we'll try again. You get it started halfway in there. And then you just push it in the rest of the way with your screwdriver. Make sure it clicks in place. And that's the end of the installation. And you just reassemble everything your spool back in. As you've seen on my other videos, normally I clean them. This was a brand new reel, so I didn't have to do any cleaning. Tighten your side plate screw back up. And then you're done. As you can see, that thing just spins. I'll show you one more time. There it goes, just keeps going and going. And the more you use these bearings, the more they will break in, and the better it will get. Thank you for your time. Have a good night.